Hello, welcome to another belt review on this channel. So this is the WWF Intercontinental Championship belt made by Ali Anas, also known as Altair belts as well. So this belt I brought second hand and it was discounted as well because there were some issues on the actual plates which we'll look into later. So this is my first belt I've had of Ali Anas, and it's a HD belt. I'll just go straight into it. So there is the block WWF logo with the side patterns there. The etching is very nice as it's HD. The 3 stars with the Intercontinental banner. You got the globe in the middle. You can see the sort of color of the paint is actually appears darker in the video. It is slightly lighter than this, but you can see there's a bit of a texture effect there. As doesn't seem as smooth. Maybe that's the paint itself. If you look a bit closer, you begin to see some of the issues there. You can see right there, there's some spots, almost like little scratches on the belt, on the plates there. You can see it on the continent of Africa. Let me just get some focus in there. There you go. I have cleaned this belt with a little bit of water and a microfiber soft cloth. You can see the stars there. You can see the depth of the etch. It's really nice. Then we have the heavyweight wrestling banner, and you can see that the champion banner sits on top of, you could say, the heavyweight wrestling banner, as it should do. Now, I'm not an expert in the IC art as such. It's not one of my favorite designs. That's why I did not pick this up straight, early on in my collection. However, looking at this, having it in hand, is absolutely beautiful. The design itself, simple, and obviously with this particular design, everyone is aware of the legacy, the history that it holds, and I think it was for that reason, for the history and the legacy that it has, that I picked this up. Okay, so you can see sort of the side areas of the main plate there. Now, the main defect was that dent you could see in the middle, just there. But when you have it up close, you can see some more as well. So that's the main plate. Going on to side plates, and these side plates, the edging of those have been painted black. I believe the Honky Tonk Man held this version as well. I'm not sure, so please do leave in the comments as well of which wrestlers held this particular design, where the side of the side plates had been painted black. So you can see the depth of the grapplers there as well. Now, you can see the scratches, the little dents there in side plate. So that's another issue. I think these were one of the first batch that Ali did on his HD belts. So there will be some teething problems. There you go. And the outside plate. That seems all right. Very good high definition depth there as well. Moving on to the side. So what I've learned is that the orientation of the grapplers on both sets of sides plates must be facing the same way. So that side plate and the grapplers there on that side plate are facing in the same direction as one another. There seems to be no issues with this side plate at all. It's nice. Then we have the outer side plate on this side as well. Again, the grapplers are in the same orientation as there, as well as this side plate, the belt. Then we have the WWF Intercontinental logo plate. This is the same thickness as the rest of the plates, which is 4 millimeters in thickness. Got nice depth there. The letters are very clear. Very nice. We'll come back to the strap in a moment. There you go. The snaps, so we got the two pieces, a 2-piece belt tip, and it does now do 1-piece belt tips as an optional extra, I believe. These 1-tip ones, I think, are not very thick. They are pretty thick for a tip, so you have to be very careful. There you go, you can see the thickness right there. Right, moving on to the leather. That's Altair belt stamp there. Now the leather is nice and thick. It's not too thin. Obviously, there needs to be some improvement in the tooling there. So what leathers do, they do a board around the outside of the snap box and then they tool the rest of it. But it should blend in if you want it to make it more accurate to Midwest. This hasn't, and there's been a bit of a hard stamp there where the leather has just sort of come apart a little. Yeah. So the tooling around the outside. I do like the cut. I like this type of cut where it points outwards, where this part of the plate meets. That's quite nice. There's a snap box there as well. Now his leather has improved since this batch of belts. As you can see that on the Altair Facebook group or on other groups as well where people have posted. I think the depth of the tooling needs to be a bit deeper as well, but that's probably to do with the quality of leather maybe. But it's a nice cut. I'll say it is a nice cut to the strap. Let's turn this over. That is quite heavy, and be very careful. The backing is nice. You can see the bolts there, so you've got 2 bolts on the logo plate. And let's have a look at the sealant of the strap. Just trying to get a good focus. Yeah, there you go. So an extra cost, you can get this all sealed up from Altair, so it's not fixing as well. But with this one, it's pretty good. I'm happy with this. However, I do think that sealing the strap, the backing, should come as a standard really. There shouldn't be any extra cost to that kind of stuff. You want to stand out from the rest, or you want to compete with your competitors, you've got to step up. So that's about, in terms of the floppiness of the leather, nice and floppy there. Good. Go. There's a lot of flexibility in the strap. Maybe a bit too much. You don't want it slouching when you put it up for display. But I'm not thinking of getting this re-leathered at the moment. If I did, I'll probably replace the tip there. Right, so now let's have a look at the dimensions of the plates. Okay, let's do this in inches first. Well, everyone measures in inches really. So you can see that's 11 inches in width there. And from top to the bottom is 8.5 inches of the main plate. So 8.5 inches in length and 11 inches exactly in width. So moving on to these side plates. I assume the other ones are going to be the same size as well. So you've got 3.5 in width there, and about 3.5, just a little bit under, in length. Okay, just a little under 3.5. Okay, with the smaller side plate, 3 inches in width and just under 3 inches in length. Let's just go for the logo plate as well. So almost 2 inches there. So it's 1 inch and 3/4. Top of this, just under 2.5, and across just under 2.5. Right, let's do the side plates here. 3.5 inches, just under 3.5, exactly the same size as one on the other side. And again, 3 inches there, just under 3 inches there, exactly the same size. Okay, now let's have a look at the curve. Okay, so the curve of the main plate, let's do this in inches as well. You probably can't see that. That's coming out as 1.5 inches of a curve. So 1.5 inches of the curve can pretty almost fit your hand in there. So that is the Ali Anas made HD WWF Intercontinental Championship belt. So thank you for watching this review. Please do leave your comments, your opinions. Please like the video and share, and also subscribe. And thank you for all the subscribers. The aim was not to gain subscribers, it's just to share one's interest and hobbies with the rest of the community. So that's the reason for these videos and reviews. But thank you very much. I'll catch you later on another video.